Hey y'all, it's me, Yatenik Latte, and today we are doing a overall review of my Brazilian laser experience. I used to be getting waxes for the most part. Sometimes if I was in a pinch, I'd use hair removal cream, and if I was really desperate, I would shave. And y'all know, if you've gone through the cycles of bikini line and getting rid of the hair, it's like the absolute desperate times call for desperate measures using a razor. So one of the issues though is that I would get ingrown hairs, and they were absolutely the worst because at least 3 times a year I'd end up with an infected ingrown hair. And the problem with that is that to get the ointment treatment, you have to get a prescription from a doctor. So, out of nowhere, I'd get this infected ingrown hair, and now I'm scrambling to see my family doctor or to go into a walk-in clinic to get this ointment. And the straw that just killed the whole thing, it just broke the camel's back. I was like, never again. Last summer, I don't know what I did, but it was like there was 3 ingrown hairs that were infected, and I was like, I cannot deal. So for a while, I had been looking into getting laser hair removal for my armpits or maybe my legs, but this situation just pushed me over the edge. Like when I tell you, I was like, nah. And sometimes the universe is talking to you, because as I was going through this, an influencer I follow on Instagram, I think her name is Ariel Apparel, she had mentioned that she was going to this place called New MediSpa Clinic, and they were having a sale on sessions. So I looked, I could do a Brazilian laser, so your Brazilian wax, all the hair in the front, and then up your butt crack. And so it was like 2 something or just under $300, and I was like, bet, I'm doing it. Like, I am over this. So I started my treatments, I think in September or October. It was 6 sessions, and it's about 4 to 6 weeks between sessions. So you're investing time to do it. So I can kind of address the location. So the location is in Scarborough. So I would, drive there. It's just like a nondescript, it's a descript office building. You just go into the spa, very clean. I loved the technician. My technician, Leslie, we had a great time. She explained everything that was going to happen. Gave me the glasses and really made sure that I was calm, cool, and collected, because it is a little weird, right? If you grew up, I'm an 89 baby, right? So we've heard about lasers in various forms, whether it's LASIK, just all kinds of things. Laser whatever has always kind of been in the in our periphery, it's always kind of been around. But I'm like, how would a laser actually work in removing your hair? There's also the aspect that you need to have a laser that works for darker skin. So not all lasers are the same for this kind of treatment. And so this clinic, of course, offered the laser that you should use for darker skin tones, and I think also hair texture as well. So I had 6 sessions. All 6 sessions were great. In terms of before and after care, so you can't shower with hot water right after, so I would always make sure I showered right before I went. Obviously, make sure everything's clean and smelling okay, because you don't want to be busting your butt crack open and it has a smell. Someone has to go in there with a laser. I definitely think you gotta keep that in mind. So in terms of how it felt, I would say if you're someone that's used to getting a wax, you should be fine with laser. It hurts about the same. So the first couple sessions didn't hurt as much because there was a lot of hair. So the first session was it felt like a 3 on the scale of how much a wax would hurt. Some waxes you're at a 10. I would say the consistent feeling throughout the first laser treatment was a 3. It hurt, but not really. I was having a full combo, no issue. And then I felt similarly about the second session. The third session, I had my monthly friend, and that really hurt. If your appointment falls on your monthly friend, if you're someone that can't take pain, definitely reschedule. Or what I did was I took an ibuprofen beforehand. like an hour before, just to like help take the edge off, because you got to drive home and there's nothing worse, you know, post wax, like that whole area is inflamed and it just hurts. And it's like kind of like a similar feeling post laser the first couple times. So, you know, if you have your monthly friend, definitely take some ibuprofen because your cooch is not gonna be on fire. And then, yeah, so the last 3 sessions were easy peasy. They did hurt a little bit more because at this point there's like no hair. So it's just on your skin, you know, trying to, I guess, kill the hair follicle. So honestly, even with all the like discomfort for the most part, I would say it was 100% worth it. I'm so looking forward to the summer and like not having to worry about my bikini line or having to get a wax. And it's so funny, right? Because I don't mind if like my arms are like, I've never like shaved or done anything to my arms. Same with my upper thighs. But for some reason, when it just comes to our lady parts, it's like, it's too much. So yeah, so I would say 100% if you are interested in getting a laser, either it's bikini or Brazilian, whatever, do it. Especially if you're someone that gets horrible ingrown hairs, it's completely worth it. So just a couple things though. So as I was doing the laser, obviously, you know, now your lady part is very naked and it's a different color, like just like the skin, right? I'm not sure for other people, but for myself, like I'm not the same color everywhere, right? So I have been using the Vanish PFB like Chrome Bright. It's supposed to lighten the skin area. I'll be honest, like I started doing it and I've kind of just fallen off. I don't really think it's that important. Like, you know, we're not all one even color. So to me, I don't really see the need to be like obsessing about it. So I started like really obsessing, like, ooh, I should try to like get it lightened. But at this point, I'm like, who cares? Like the key was that I don't have to worry about ingrown hairs anymore. So if it's lighter, great. If it's not, it's not. Only my husband's looking down there, right? Yeah. Okay, so definitely highly recommend. You know, after the sessions, do not get in hot water. Your cooch will be on fire. Like, just no hot showers. Again, before your session, I would definitely recommend taking your shower before and not after. Like, just don't do it. But otherwise, I would highly recommend. I really liked that location. So New Med Clinic Spa, I highly recommend going there. Again, I mainly had Leslie my whole time. My last session, it was a different technician and she was fine. We just didn't have the same rapport, myself and that I have with Leslie. So, but yeah, I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, let me know, but definitely like 10 out of 10 recommend. Just get it all gone, girls. Also, can I just like add another side note before I let you go? Why is it that when you get waxed in your butt crack, it doesn't hurt as much as when you get waxed in the front? Because even with the laser, it was the same thing. Like when you get your butt crack waxed, you know, like it doesn't hurt as much as when you're front, and I don't get it. So anyways, what do the British say when you get your fanny? Yeah, like why does it hurt on your fanny but not your butt crack? All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back with another review, but I definitely felt like I need to share because it was a great experience and totally worth it. And now I'm going into summer, you know, with no worries. Ciao.